Hey, what's up guys? It's Malachi Klein here, and today I'm going to be singing a 1900s song. The songs I grew up with a lot. A 1900s song by Elvis Presley. I'm sorry if I get the time wrong, or like the era or something, whatever that is. The year's wrong. I don't think I am, but sorry if I do get it wrong. But I'm going to be singing an Elvis Presley song, Can't Help Falling in Love. Actually, I listened to this a lot without realizing it, in Nightcore version. If you don't know what Nightcore is, you have to go check that out. I'll put it in the description below, and a lot of channels do it. Just look up Nightcore and you'll get a lot of song choices. Basically, they just make, songs a little higher, or really higher pitched. They put anime pictures on the front, and also they make them a little faster. I personally recommend it. I really like it. But then again, I'm not a very likable person, so you don't really have to listen to me anyway. Sorry, I was speaking really fast. I just want to get into this. I grew up with this kind of music. Okay. So my phone is down below. If you do hear any audio, it is from my phone. Sometimes these earbuds do give off music, but if you do hear some music, it's from my phone. And I'm going to be singing Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. And yes, I did just kind of try to hide that a little bit, even though you already know I kind of have it, and also you can see the chord, so there's no point in doing that. Okay, so let's just get into it. A little loud. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. So that was I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley. And sorry if I do get a little emotional explaining this one part. Actually, this song is dedicated to someone. And I didn't say that in the beginning because I didn't want to cry and make the intro very long. But, I want to dedicate this song to my grandfather, William Klein. Because he's been there all my life, and not like it's not like I'm falling in love with him or anything. I love him, but not like that. That's weird. I gotta stop talking. But I really do want to dedicate that song to my grandfather, William Klein. He has been there all my life, and he has been going through some rough times lately. And if he's going through a rough time, it's been going through a rough time with me. It does make me very upset that he's going through this, and it is very horrible. I understand that. And it makes me cry when I think about it, because it's upsetting. But I do want to dedicate that song to my grandfather because he's been going through some rough times and he's been there all my life. And now it's time for me to help him. I always ask to go over to his house to spend the night, even on school nights when I know I'm not supposed to or allowed to. And it's just been very hard for everyone who's been involved because we all love him and he's very stubborn, so we know he wouldn't get into some stuff like that. Today he actually just got out of Health South, and I did want to celebrate my birthday at their house, like my grandma and my pap's house, so they wouldn't miss out again on another birthday. But my pap was admitted to the hospital, and then he went to Health South. So you can imagine how hard if you've ever had a loved one going through a tough time. I'm sorry if any of you guys are out there going through a hard time with a family member or just like yourselves. Because it is very hard, and I understand what you're going through. Last year, I've actually had 2 people pass away and 2 very, very important animals pass away. I know how hard it is, and I'm gonna say something crazy. Wrong side, this is weird. This dream catcher. Right here, this dream catcher. I talked to my grandmother through. There's no air draft that comes in my room because my vent over there is shut and my window is closed shut. No air gets through my window because it's airtight, and no air gets in there because comes out of there because I have it shut, and when it's shut you can't nothing can get through. And if you see it moving behind me, it means my grandmother's here, and she's letting me know that I'm that she's here. And as you can see, that's not moving. This has moved a little bit. That's not moving. That moved a little bit. And my grandmother, I was talking to my grandma one night, and I found this out because I was sitting in bed and I was thinking about her. It was only a few nights after we went to the open casket funeral, and I asked her to move it and tell me, give me a sign that she was here. She moved that dream catcher, and I started crying because I didn't think she would be here. She's up in heaven now, and I understand that, and she tells me. She lets me know when she's here. As you can see, it's moving behind me. But this is not about anybody else. It's about my grandfather. So if my grandfather does end up seeing this, I love you, and if there is a bigger word than thank you, I'd use it, but right now I can't think of it. I love you, Pap. You're probably not going to see this, but hey, might as well give it a shot. Love you, Pap.